Alright, earlier today I got a support request asking how to change the color of this um, particular template. Now some templates can be a little harder to change color on because when you do a global hue and saturation change, it changes things that maybe you don't really want changed. So here we have this Bethany Dudlet that I have open. It's pink. It's designed for a girl, but I have a little boy's image and I want to put it in there. So we're going to go in and talk about a bit about layers and masking and how we can actually change the color of this template. So here we have the templates open. And the first thing I'm going to do is you can see here's the background color. I'm just going to change the color of that. I'm going to go up into hue and saturation. So I want to click on this layer here. Now let's say I don't want to, I want to save my other changes, so I could actually go ahead and duplicate the layer here. So just drag this layer down to here. It's going to duplicate. Now you can see I have two layers there. So anyway, I'm going to go into this one layer, go into hue and saturation, and slide the shift bar until I get a color that's similar to the color of the image that I'm going to put in there. So you can see as I just start sliding this hue bar, you can see here how I'll get a different color. So I kind of like that. It's a little light. You can't really see the polka dots. So I'm actually then going to go into levels and I'm just going to make another little adjustment here just to bring a little bit more blue out into the template. So change the color. Now that was the easy part, but now here as you can watch, if I click on the layer with the candles, you can see this is the layer here with the candles. And if I do a similar type of thing and I go into hue and saturation, I start really changing the color of the flame and some things that I really don't, care too much for. So one of the things that we can do here, what I would probably recommend, and in Photoshop there's like 10 different ways to do everything, but I would probably go in and duplicate this layer. So we're going to drag it down here. Now you can see we have two sets of the candle layers. So I'll have the original and then the version that I'm actually going to change. So I'm going to go up into that hue and saturation bar. Now sometimes it's not as easy. Like I said, you saw before I had to go into levels and change it. But let's start shifting here to sort of, I'm looking only at the candles because I want to get those in those blue tones. So here we start hitting some blues. I'm going to decrease the saturation because some of that green I felt like was just a little too much. So I'm getting a nice blue color on the flame. So then, this is pretty blue. It's got a little green in it, but I'm actually then going to go into levels, and because the opposite of uh, blue is yellow, I'm going to go in and I'm going to add some blue, take out some yellow. So there you can see we're actually getting it a little bluer like I'd actually like it. Same thing into green. The opposite of green is red. So you could obviously, make some changes there if you think it's still just a little too much on the green side. So sometimes it's as simple as just making a hue and saturation, but then sometimes you actually do have to go into levels and sort of tweak the color a little bit. So you do have to know about color. So now as you can see here, I don't like the flame at all. The flame obviously is purple and that's not what I wanted. I want it back yellow the original way. So all I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go ahead and put a layer mask on that, and I'm just going to mask through those flames on the candle to bring that other flame that's underneath back through. So now what you've done is you saw me here add a layer mask right here. You can also do it up into the menu palette. You can go to layer mask, and do a hide all, reveal all layer mask. I've done a reveal all, so basically what I'm going to do is then go in and color in black, and you can see here what I'll do then is I'll just go in and just basically mask the flame color right back through the way that I would want it to appear. Try to do this really fast. But now let's say, oh, I messed up, I got onto the candle. All you have to do when you do have a mask, and that's why this is much better than erasing, you just go back into the white and just mask that right back through. So that's the great thing about layer mask when you're just going Xing between the black and the white. If you mess up, you can fix it. So here we are. Now it's looking a little better. So you can see here, that's the original layer, and then with the mask, what I've created. Now I'm just going to pop this picture in here. One of the easiest ways to go ahead and do that is I go on and click on the template layer here, like Photo 2, and then you're just going to drag your image in because it will actually come into the layers palette just above that, and it pops right in there. You can resize it, and then you're ready to go. Now as far as fonts, obviously we're going to change this. Now I do not have this font on there. All the templates come with a text file that will actually tell you where you can get the font. It actually has a website, but let's say that you lost the text file or you can't find it. It is telling me that the font is Gilligan's Island, and so I can say okay, and it'll substitute a font that I have. So if I want to go in and change the color or do whatever, then I can, and I can change it to any font that I may have on my computer just to fill it out. So that's a little bit about fonts too. We get asked lots and lots of questions about fonts. So there you go. Thanks for watching.